There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our monthly live read. We will it. So stay tuned, share the link, and we'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our third episode of our virtual performance series, the second volume of our live tweets. My name is Reynaldo Cartagena, and I am the CEO of Red Rose's Creative Enrichment Program, which is also known as RCEP for short. Before we get this show started, I want to introduce the organization. So to everyone who doesn't know, today we are also fundraising for our organization. RCEP is a 501c3 nonprofit organization providing access to opportunities in creative enrichment, empowerment, and a safe space. Our road to the pandemic has been to re-envision our relationship to our membership through the online space. So for the past few months, we've launched online courses, we've done recreational Zoom meeting for the youth, and we started an acting safe space for adults as well as this series of virtual events. We hope to have an even wider reach by making the best out of the technology that we have, and we thank you all for sharing your afternoon with us today. And if you like what you see and would like to support us and the work we do, we will link the GoFundMe in the chat sections of our Facebook and YouTube streams. So now I would like to briefly introduce our Shrek cast. Everyone turn on your camera and give a huge wave. So to begin, I'd like to introduce Miss Sabrina Fest. Sabrina is a returning guest and a triple threat. She is an actor, singer, and dancer with love and appreciation for cartoons and animation. A voiceover artist herself who has worked with Nickelodeon and Netflix, Sabrina hopes to one day give back to the voiceover community that has done so much to inspire and push her to becoming the artist she is today. Let's give a nice welcome back to Sabrina Fest. The next cast member I'd like to introduce, unlike Sabrina, he is making his virtual debut with RCEP. Mr. Joseph Palacios has been a music student during most of the time that he's been with RCEP pre-COVID. He was an active drum and choir student and was in rehearsals for our theater showcase. We're so excited for the chance for you to see him and hear him today. Let's give it up for Joseph. Where are you at, Joseph? Bottom right corner. Hey, guys. Now, our next performer, you will definitely recognize her. She holds the record for the most appearances in the RCEP virtual series. Itzmara Cepeda is a talented actress, singer, occasional dancer, instrumentalist, and she's accomplished so much, and she isn't even in high school. She has been the lead in the past couple of musicals we did pre-pandemic, and we are excited to share her talents with you today, this afternoon. Let's give up a RCEP welcome to Itzmara Cepeda. Far left, or far right, sorry. And another RCEP favorite that we cannot forget, and he happens to be siblings with Miss Itzmara. Mr. Itzak Cepeda is returning to the RCEP virtual stage and is ready to show us his stuff. Don't be fooled by his young appearance. He also has been a staple of our RCEP theater scene and the music scene. He is a talented actor, singer, drummer, someone who needs to tell me the secrets behind what these siblings are eating because they are unstoppable. Give it to Itzak Cepeda. Itzak, where you at? Second to last on the second row. Cool. On the topic of accomplished and talented people, our next performer is an incredible musical theater actor. James Scognamillo is an actor and a singer. Born and raised in San Pedro, California, he's currently at Fullerton and has participated in a couple productions in the LA musical theater scene. And if Jackie were hosting right now, she would add that they were in the iconic production of Man of La Mancha. Let's give a huge welcome to Mr. James Scognamillo, giving his RCEP debut, second on the row. Hey, James. While we are on the RCEP debut train, we cannot forget our very own Mr. Andrew Alonso, also known in the RCEP community as Shrimpy. Now, Shrimpy Alonso is a newer addition to the RCEP theater family, and we are excited to welcome him onto this virtual stage, like all of the members here. He was a part of our winter production Hush last year, and we were in rehearsals for Once on This Island, which would have been his first musical with us. In Andrew's spare time, he enjoys gaming, eating pizza, and snacking on Skittles. Let's give it up for Andrew Alonso. Middle of the bottom row. Hey, Andrew. Our last guest artist is like 80% of our cast, making their virtual RCEP debut and Zoom Live theater debut. The lovely Charlotte Robinson is a talented triple threat, she was heavily involved at the Santa Monica College Theater Department, even so far as getting nominated for Irene Ryan Award. She is super excited because Shrek is one of her favorite movies, and who can blame her? We can't wait to show you to hear her goofy voices and her comedic chops. Let's give it up for Charlotte, the first one on that second row. Hey, Charlotte. Now, the last two members of our cast are staples to the RCEP theater scene. Ironically, both of them joined the RCEP family at the same time. I'm going to take this time to hype up Aiden, one of our returning players. You should definitely remember him for our Spider-Verse reading, and you should be lookout for this guy because he has been blessed by the comedy gods. Let's give it up for Aiden. Aiden is on the first one in the third row. Hey, Aiden. Last but not least, this person usually does the hosting around here and decided to switch it up and get back to the acting side of the table. Our very own Miss Jackie Jung has decided to switch it up. She is the theater department head at RCEP, is a working actress herself. She's passionate about making theater accessible as possible and creating, whether it be as a writer, director, or actress. She is currently working on developing a web series that pays homage and makes fun of Korean dramas. And she is excited to act along the RCEP theater family. Let's give it up for Miss Jackie Jung. Top right corner. Now, did I miss somebody? Cool. I would like to off script introduce one of my new favorite faces here. Currently in her RCEP debut as well is Miss Emily Hooks. Let's go ahead and give her a warm welcome. Hi, Emily. She is third one on the top row, so all good. So now that we've introduced everybody, let's go ahead and jump in. The first scene that we are going to be reading is the iconic, historic opening scene of the movie where we meet Shrek and all the beloved characters for the first time. And I will be your humble servant in narrating this scene. Let's get to it. Once upon a time, there was a lovely princess. But she had an enchantment upon... Oh, wait, no, that's not for me.
That's my line.
Perfect. We love...
Okay, I guess I'll do it now.
All right.
Once upon a time, there was a lovely princess, but she had an enchantment upon her of a fearful sort, which could only be broken by love's first kiss. She was locked away in a castle, guarded by a terrible fire-breathing dragon. Many brave knights had attempted to free her from this dreadful prison, but none prevailed. She waited in the dragon's keep, in the highest room of the tallest tower, for her true love, and true love's first kiss. Like if that's ever gonna happen. What a load of...
Shrek goes about his day, while in a nearby town, the villagers get together to go after him.
Think it's in there. Alright, let's get it.
Whoa, hold on. Do you know what that thing could do to you?
Yeah, it'll grind your bones for its bread.
Yes, well, actually, that would be a giant. Now, ogres, oh, they're much worse. They'll make a suit from your freshly peeled skin.
No.
They'll shave your liver, squeeze the jelly from your eyes. Actually, it's quite good on toast.
Back, beast, back. I warn you.
Shrek calmly licks his fingers and extinguishes the torch. Shrek roars very loudly. His breath extinguishes all the remaining torches until the men are in the dark.
This is the part where you run away. Running away noises.
The men scramble to get away, and he laughs.
And stay out! Wanted fairy tale creatures.
He sighs and throws the paper over his shoulder. The next day, there's a line of fairy tale creatures. The head of the guard sits at the table, paying people to bring the fairy tale creatures to him. There are cages all around. Some of the people in line are very recognizable fairy tale creatures and characters.
All right, this one's full. Take it away. Move it along. Come on, get up.
Next!
Give me that. Your flying days are over.
That's 20 pieces of switch. Next!
Get up. Come on.
20 pieces.
This cage is too small.
Please, don't turn me in. I'll never be stubborn again. I can change. Please, give me another chance.
Oh,
Next! What do you got?
This little wooden puppet.
I'm a real boy.
5 shillings for the possessed toy. Take it away.
Father, please don't. Can I redo?
go for it.
Father, please don't let them do this. Help me.
Geppetto takes the money and walks off. The old woman steps up to the table.
Next! What have you got?
Well, I've got a talking donkey.
Right. Well, that's good for 10 shillings if you can prove it.
Oh, go ahead, little fella.
Well,
Oh, he's just a little nervous. He's really quite a chatterbox. Talk, you boneheaded dolt.
that's it. I've heard enough. Guards!
No, he talks. He does. I can talk. I love to talk. I'm the talkingest damn thing you ever saw.
Get her out of my sight.
No, I swear. Oh, he can talk.
The guards grab the old woman and she struggles with him. One of her legs flies out and kicks Tinkerbell out of Peter Pan's hands. Her cage drops on Donkey's head. He gets sprinkled with fairy dust and he's able to fly.
Hey, I can fly.
He can fly.
He can fly?
He can talk?
That's right. Now I'm a flying, talking donkey. You might have seen a house fly, maybe even a super fly, but you've never seen a donkey fly. Uh-oh.
He hits the ground with a thud.
Seize him! After him!
He's getting away. Get him. This way. Turn.
Donkey keeps running and he eventually runs into Shrek. Literally. Shrek turns around to see Donkey, who looks scared for a moment. Then he spots the guards who are coming up the path. He quickly hides behind Shrek.
You there, ogre!
Aye.
By the order of Lord Farquaad, I am authorized to place you both under arrest and transport you to a designated resettlement facility.
Oh, really? You want what harm me?
He looks behind the guard. The guard turns to look back. And we see that the other men have run off. The guard tucks tail and runs off. Shrek laughs and goes back to about his business and begins walking back to his cottage.
Can I say something to you? Listen, you were really, really something back there. That was incredible.
Are you talking to me? Whoa!
Yeah, I was talking to you. Can I tell you that what you did back there, those guards, the way they thought they were all that, then you showed up and bam! They were tripping all over themselves like babes in the woods. That really made me feel good to see that.
Oh, that's great, really.
Man, it is so good to be free.
Now, why don't you go celebrate with your friends?
But I don't have any friends. And I'm not going out there by myself. Hey, wait a minute. I got a great idea. I'll stick with you. You're a mean, green fighting machine. Together, we'll scare the spit out of anybody that crosses us.
Roar!
That was really scary. And if you don't mind me saying, if that doesn't work, your breath will certainly get the job done. Because you definitely need some Tic Tacs or something. Because your breath stinks. You almost burned the hair out of my nose, just like that. Oh, just like the time that. And then I ate some rotten berries. I had some strong gases leaking out of my butt that day.
Why are you following me?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. My problems have all gone. There's no one to deride me. But you gotta have faith.
Stop singing! It's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Wow. Only a true friend would be that cruelly honest.
Listen, little donkey. Take a look at me. What am I?
Really tall.
No, I'm an ogre, you know. Grab your torches and pitchforks. Doesn't that bother you?
Nope.
Really?
Really?
Oh.
Man, I like you. What's your name?
Shrek.
Shrek. Well, you know what I like about you, Shrek? You got that kind of I don't care what nobody thinks about me kind of thing. I like that. I respect that, Shrek. You're all right. Look at that. We'd want to live in a place like that.
That would be my home.
Oh, and it is lovely. Oh, just beautiful. You know, you are quite the decorator. It's amazing what you've done with such a modest budget. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. I guess you don't entertain much, do you?
I like my privacy.
You know, I do too. That's another thing that we have in common. Like, I hate it when you got somebody in your face, they're trying to give them the hint, and then they won't leave, and then there's that awkward silence. Can I stay with you?
What?
Can I stay with you, please?
Of course.
Really?
No.
Please, I don't want to go back there. You don't know what it's like to be considered a freak. Okay, maybe you do, but that's why we've got to stick together. You've got to let me stay, please. Please.
Okay. But one night only.
Oh, thank you.
What are you? No. No.
This is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, tell me manly stories, and then in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Oh.
So what do I sleep?
Outside.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's cool. I mean, I don't know you. You don't know me, so I guess outside is best. Here I go. Good night. I mean, I do like the outdoors. I am a donkey. I was born outside. I'll just be sitting by myself outside, I guess, by myself outside. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me.
Shrek is getting ready for dinner. He sits himself down and lights a candle made out of earwax. He begins to eat when he hears a noise. He stands up with a huff.
I thought I told you to stay outside.
I am outside.
There's another noise, and Shrek turns to find the person that made the noise. He sees several shadows moving. He finally turns and spots 3 blind mice on his table.
Well, gents, it's a far cry from the farm, but what choice do we have?
It's not home, but it'll do.
A lovely bed.
Gortia.
I found some cheese. Ugh.
Ow.
Awful stuff.
Is that you, Gordo?
How did you know?
What are you doing in my house?
He gets bumped from behind and he drops the mice.
Hey.
He turns and sees the 7 dwarves with Snow White on the table.
Oh, no. They're brought off the table.
Where are we supposed to put her? The bed's taken.
Huh?
Shrek marches over to the bedroom and throws back the curtain. The big bad wolf is sitting in the bed. The wolf just looks at him.
What?
Shrek now has the big bad wolf by the collar and is dragging him to the front door.
I live in a swamp. I put up signs. I'm a terrifying ogre. What do I have to do to get a little privacy?
He opens the front door to throw the wolf out, and he sees that all the collected fairy tale creatures are on his land.
Oh, no.
The 3 bears sit around the fire. The Pied Piper is playing his pipe, and the rats all running to him. Some elves are directing flight traffic so that the fairies and the witches can land, etc., etc.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Gasps heard all around. The 3 good fairies hide inside a tent.
All right, get out of here. All of you, move it. Come on, happier. Hey, quickly, come on. No, not there.
Don't look at me. I didn't invite them.
Oh gosh, no one invited us.
What?
We were forced to come here.
By who?
Lord Farquaad, he huffed and he puffed and he signed an eviction notice.
All right. Who knows where this Farquaad guy is?
Everyone looks around at each other, but no one answers.
Oh, I do. I know where he is.
Does anyone else know where to find him?
Me.
Anyone at all?
Oh, pick me. Oh, I know, me.
Anyone?
Pick me, I know. Me.
Okay, fine. Attention, all fairy tale things. Do not get comfortable. Your welcome is officially worn out. In fact, I'm going to see this Farquaad right now and get you all off my land and back to you where you came from. You. You're coming with me.
All right, that is what I like to hear, man. Shrek and Donkey, two stalwart friends off on a whirlwind big city adventure. I love it. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Sing it with me, Shrek.
What did I say about singing?
Can I whistle?
No.
Can I hum it?
All right, you can hum it.
Back in Duloc, in the kitchen, a masked man is torturing the gingerbread man. He continually dunks him in a glass of water. Lord Farquaad walks in.
That's enough. He's ready to talk.
The gingerbread man is pulled out of the milk and slammed onto a cookie sheet. Farquaad laughs as he walks over to the table. However, when he reaches the table, we see that it goes up to his eyes. He clears his throat, and the table is low.
Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
You're a monster.
I'm not the monster here. You are. You and the rest of the fairy tale trash are poisoning my perfect world. Now tell me, where are the others?
Eat me.
I've tried to be fair to you creatures, and now my patience has reached its end. Tell me, or I'll...
No, not the buttons. Not my gumdrop buttons.
All right, then. Who's hiding them?
Okay, I'll tell you. Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane.
Well, she's married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
She's married to the Muffin Man.
The door opens, and the head guard walks in.
My lord, we found it.
Then what are you waiting for? Bring it in!
More guards enter carrying something that is covered by a sheet. They hang up whatever it is and remove the sheet. It is the magic mirror. Alrighty, and now for our next scene, scene number 2. It is another classic. It's a scene where Princess Fiona kicks butt in the forest and Shrek gets an arrow in his butt. Actors, are you ready?
Hey.
Yes.
It is morning. Fiona walks out of the cave. She glances at Shrek and Donkey, who are still sleeping. She wanders into the woods and comes across a bluebird. Fiona looks a little sheepish, but she eyes the eggs that the bird has left behind. Fiona is now cooking the eggs, and she is cooking the eggs for breakfast. Shrek and Donkey are still sleeping. Shrek wakes up and looks at Fiona. Donkey's talking in his sleep.
Yeah, you know I like it. Yeah, like that. Come on, baby. I said I like it.
Donkey, wake up.
What?
Wake up.
What?
Morning. How do you like your eggs?
Oh, good morning, princess.
What's all this about?
You know, we kind of got off to a bad start yesterday, and I wanted to make it up to you. I mean, after all, you did rescue me.
Thanks.
Donkey sniffs the eggs and licks his lips.
Well, eat up. We've got a big day ahead of us.
Later that day, they are once again on their way. They are walking through the forest. Shrek belches.
Shrek!
What? It's a compliment. The better out than in, I always say.
Well, that is no way to behave in front of a princess.
Fiona belches.
Thanks.
She's just as nasty as you are.
You know, you're not exactly what I expected.
Well, maybe you shouldn't judge people before you get to know them.
She smiles and continues walking, singing softly. Suddenly, from out of nowhere, a man swings down and swoops up Fiona into a tree.
La liberté! Hey!
Princess!
What are you doing?
Be still, mon chéri, for I am your savior, and I'm rescuing you from this green beast.
Hey, that is my princess. Go find your own.
Oh, please, monster, can't you see I'm a little busy here?
Look, pal, I don't know who you think you are.
Oh, of course. Oh, how rude. Please, let me introduce myself. Merry man!
Suddenly, an accordion begins to play, and the merry men pop out from the bushes. They begin to sing Robin's theme song.
Woo.
Steal from the rich and give to the needy.
He takes a wee percentage.
But I'm not greedy. I rescue pretty damsels. I'm good.
What's a guy? Monsterhood.
Break it down.
Here.
I like an honest fight and a saucy little maid.
What he basically says is like what he gets.
Paid. So, when an ogre in the bush grabs a lady by the tush, that's bad.
That's bad.
When a beauty is with a beast, it makes me awfully mad.
He's mad. He's really, really mad.
I'll take my blade and ram it through your heart. Keep your eyes on me, boys, cause I'm about to start. Oof.
Hangs down from a tree limb and knocks Robin Hood unconscious.
Man, that was annoying.
Shrek looks at her in admiration.
You little.
The arrow flies towards Donkey, who jumps into Shrek's arms to get out of the way. The arrow bounces off a tree. Fiona gives a karate yell, then proceeds to beat the merry men. There is a Matrix moment here where Fiona pauses mid-air to fix her hair. Finally, all the merry men are down, and Fiona begins walking away.
Shall we?
Hold the phone. Oh, whoa. Hold on now. Where did that come from?
What?
That, back there. That was amazing. Where did you learn that?
Well, when one lives alone, one has to learn these things in case there's an arrow in your butt.
What? Oh. Would you look at that? Oh.
He goes to pull it out, but flinches because his butt is tender.
Oh no, this is all my fault. I'm so sorry.
Why? What's wrong?
Shrek's hurt.
Shrek's hurt? Shrek's hurt. Oh no, Shrek's gonna die.
Donkey, I'm okay.
You can't do this to me, Shrek. I'm too young for you to die. Keep your legs elevated, turn your head, and cough. Does anyone know the Heimlich?
Donkey, calm down. If you want to help Shrek, run into the woods and find me a blue flower with red thorns.
Blue flower, red thorns. Okay, I'm on it. Blue flower, red thorns. Don't die, Shrek. If you see a long tunnel, stay away from the light.
Donkey.
Donkey.
Oh yeah, right. Blue flower, red thorns.
What are the flowers for?
For getting rid of Donkey.
Huh.
Now, you hold still, and I'll yank this thing out.
Oh, hey! Watch it with the yanking.
I'm sorry, but it has to come out.
No, it's tender.
Now, hold on.
What you are doing is the opposite of helping.
Don't move.
Look, time out.
Would you? Okay. What do you propose we do?
Elsewhere, Donkey is still looking for the special flower.
Flower, red thorns, blue flower, red thorns, blue flower, red thorns. This would be a lot easier if I wasn't colorblind. Blue flower, red thorns.
Ow!
Hold on, Shrek, I'm coming!
Ow! Not good.
Okay. I can nearly see the head. It's just about...
Ow!
He jerks and manages to fall over with Fiona on top of him.
Nothing happened. We were just
Look, if you want to just be alone, all you had to do was ask, okay?
Oh, come on. That's the last thing I had on my mind. The princess here was just oh. Ugh.
Hey, what's that? Is that blood?
Donkey faints. Shrek walks over and picks him up as they continue on their way. All right. And for our final scene, we couldn't resist but using the ending where we see what happens to our beloved ogre and ogre princess. Actors, are you ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Scene 3. At the Fiona and Farquaad are getting married. The whole town is there. The prompter card guy holds up a card that says, "Revere silence."
People of Dulak, we gather here today to bear witness to the union of our new king.
Excuse me, could we just skip to the I do's?
Oh, go on.
In the courtyard, some guards are milling around. Suddenly, the dragon lands with a boom. The guards...
Go ahead, have some fun. If we need you, I'll whistle. How about that? Shrek, wait a minute. You want to do this right, don't you?
What are you talking about?
There's a line that you've got to wait for. The preacher's going to say, speak now or forever hold your peace. That's when you say, I object.
I don't have time for this.
Wait, what are you doing? Listen to me. Look, you love this woman, don't you?
Yes.
You want to hold her?
Yes.
Please her?
Yes.
Then you got to try a little tenderness. Chicks love that romantic crap.
All right, cut it out. When does this guy say the line?
We got to check it out.
Inside the church, as a priest talks, we see Donkey's shadow through one of the windows. Shrek tosses him up so he can see him.
And so, by the power vested in me,
What do you see?
The whole town's in there.
I now pronounce you husband and wife,
They're at the altar.
king and queen.
Oh, Mother Fletcher, he already said it.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
He runs inside without catching Donkey, who hits the ground hard.
I object.
Shrek?
The whole congregation gasps as they see Shrek.
Oh, now what does he want?
Hi, everyone. Having a good time, are ya? I love Dulak. First of all, very clean.
What are you doing here?
Really, it's rude enough being alive when no one wants you, but showing up uninvited to a wedding.
Fiona, I need to talk to you.
Oh, now you want to talk? It's a little late for that. So if you'll excuse me.
But you can't marry him.
And why not?
Because he's just marrying you so he can be king.
Outrageous, Fiona. Don't listen to him.
He's not your true love.
And what do you know about true love?
Well, I
Oh, this is precious. The ogre has fallen in love with the princess. Oh, good lord.
The prompter card guy holds up a card that says laugh. The whole congregation laughs.
An ogre and a princess.
Shrek, is this true?
Who cares? It's preposterous. Fiona, my love, we're just but a kiss away from our happily ever after. Now kiss me.
By night, one way. By day, another. I wanted to show you before.
She backs up as the sun sets, and she changes into her ogre self. She gives Shrek a sheepish smile.
well, that explains a lot.
Ah, it's disgusting. Guards, I order you to get that out of my sight. Now, get them both.
The guards run in and separate Fiona and Shrek. Shrek fights them.
No.
Shrek!
This hocus pocus alters nothing. This marriage is binding. That makes me king. See?
No! Let go of me! Shrek!
No!
Don't just stand there, you morons.
Get out of my way. Fiona! Grr!
I'll make you regret the day we met. I'll see you drawn and quartered. You'll beg for death to save you.
No! Shrek!
And as for you, my wife,
Fiona!
I'll have you locked back in that tower for the rest of your days. I'm king.
Shrek manages to get a hand free, and he whistles.
I will have order. I will have perfection. I will have...
Donkey and Shrek show up. Donkey and Dragon show up, and the dragon leans down and eats Farquaad.
All right, nobody move. I got a dragon here, and I'm not afraid to use it. I'm a donkey on the edge.
The dragon belches, and Farquaad's crown flies out of her mouth and falls into the ground.
Celebrity marriages. They never last, do they?
The congregation cheers!
Go ahead, Shrek.
The Fiona?
Yes, Shrek?
Well, I love you.
Really?
Really, really.
I love you too.
Shrek and Fiona kiss. The prompter card guy takes one of the cards and writes "Aw" on the back and then shows it to the congregation.
Aww.
Suddenly, the magic of the spell pulls Fiona away. She is lifted into the air, and she hovers there while the magic works around her.
Till you find love's first kiss, and then take love's true form. Take love's true form. Take love's true form.
Suddenly, Fiona's eyes open wide. She's consumed by the spell, and then is slowly lowered to the ground.
Fiona, are you all right?
Well, yes, but I don't understand. I'm supposed to be beautiful.
But you are beautiful.
They smile at each other.
Oh, I just love happy endings.
Shrek and Fiona kiss, and the kiss fades into their wedding kiss. Shrek and Fiona are now married. End of scene 3. Let's give a huge round of applause to all of our readers. This concludes our part of the reading. I'm going to pass over the mic to Jackie, who will lead our Q&A discussion. If you have any questions you'd like to ask any of these lovely folks about how they got there or anything really, go ahead and type it in the chat and we'll get to your questions as soon as possible. Go ahead, Jackie.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I'm so excited to jump into this section with everyone because I know that we have a lot of different varieties of people who have different training and are doing different things with their craft. And we have also a lot of students here who are super, super multi-talented. So just to start us off lightly, because I know starting off with a heavy question is really difficult sometimes. If you could live one day as any of the characters in Shrek, who would you choose and why? So I'm gonna give everyone a second to think about that. The question, I will repeat the question. So the question is, if you could live in the body of any of the Shrek characters for 24 hours, so a full day, who would you choose and why? Personally, I know this is kind of funny because I just read for this individual. Kind of want to be Lord Farquaad just to see how short he actually is, because I'm a short person already, but like I want to like actually see what it would be like to live in his body. But if anyone else has an answer, please feel free to just shout it out and go for it.
I'd like to be Puss in Boots because A, he's a cat and being a cat is awesome. And B, I have a sword. I like swords.
That is a very valid answer. I completely feel that. Charlotte, I see you are unmuted. Go for it, girl.
I'm always ready with something to say. I would say Fiona because just, I mean, she's had such a dynamic sort of like drastic moments in her life of like staying in a tower for like however many years. Like, how would that affect you as a person? But before that, she like had a family and like was living in a castle. So that's very drastically different. But then she also comes to this realization of like, she learns like a very big lesson at the end of the show of, not be, anyway, yeah, it's just interesting how like the things that she goes through. So knowing how that has affected her and like living like that for a day and like reflecting on that would be interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah. It is definitely an interesting perspective to be literally uprooted from your life as a princess. And it's like, hey, you got to live in a tower, but don't worry because a hot prince is going to come rescue you. And then it's not.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Does anyone else want to share their zany answers? Yes, James, go for it.
This took some thinking. Because like Farquaad is my favorite character. Puss in Boots is just objectively the greatest fictional character in all of fiction. I was going to say Shrek just because like we stan a king and I love that he's like so proud of like who he is. Like, this is who I am. Nothing can change that. But honestly, fairy godmother. Absolutely the fairy godmother. Queen of all queens. I need her singing chops.
I have to say, I think when we were doing our rehearsal, I said that my favorite Shrek movie moment of all time is her singing I Need a Hero, because it's literally the best cover of all time. Like, actually.
I do want to say, like, so in this scenario, I'm imagining like I'm just taking over her body for a day, and in that day, give all of her employees dental. Come on, they deserve it.
They
like,
don't even have dental. Definitely. Anyone else wanna take a stab at it? Feel free to shout it out. I'm just gonna awkwardly dance here for like 2 more seconds. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next question. All right, this one's a little bit of a heavier one just because I feel like it's one of those questions that always pops up in a Q&A. But what is either the person, the thing, the show, the whatever that got you even remotely interested in performing, just in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be acting. It can just be in anything. While y'all are thinking about that answer, I'm not even gonna lie. When I was like 6, I watched so much Cartoon Network, just insane. Like I literally would just wake up, turn on the TV, and until I had to go to sleep or eat or like go to the bathroom, I would just have my eyes glued on the TV. And for some reason, like I had an understanding. It's like these aren't real characters, and they're actors performing these roles. And I loved Pokemon so much. So I was just like, I want to like live and like make weird sounds with my mouth all day and like be in a TV show. Like that just sounded like the best idea that mankind had ever come up with. So that was originally what got me really interested in performing. But I want to hear what y'all have to say. Anyone? Charlotte, I see you're unmuted. Go for it.
I just figured that would be like a good cue. I was like, you saw that before. So instead of me being like, so I'm glad that that's a thing. I feel like there's a few different answers, but I think the main answer for me, and this is something my sister has said to me, I was a big stuffed animal like fan growing up. My mom's watching right now, and so I know that she'll be like, "This is hilarious that I'm bringing this up." But I had like so many stuffed animals that I like made backstories and like characters for, and you just create these like story arcs and all this stuff. And I remember being in the living room in like elementary school or something, or like middle school, and I was like playing with my toys, and my sister said to me, she was like, "You know what? Like I think that's like what makes you like." She said something like that makes you like a good actor, like, performer, like very charismatic, is like you channel this sort of like energy and like creativity like into like what you're doing with your toys and stuff. I think that's a part of my personality that makes sense to me as to why I love performing. And then another, like a small thing is I mean, it's a big thing, like morally, I feel like as an actor, but it's like loving the details of your work and like really enjoying at like all like the nitty gritty sort of tedious parts of what your job essentially is, and crafting your technique and artistry, like loving just the smallest details and having that matter is also one of the reasons like why I love